So, Sandra. And I was in a conference all day yesterday, all day today, from 9 until about 6. And another day to go yet tomorrow. Excellent, excellent, worth it. But my bum's getting sore. But it really came home to me because we do so much communicating. Everything is communication. How we move, our body language, our speaking, our tone, our eye contact, everything is communication. And certainly that's what I was getting out of the conference today, was to amplify. And I thought, amplify what exactly? Well, for me, you know me, it's communication, and it's about speaking up and about standing up. It's about showing up. But today I was just contemplating, this speak up and stand up, because it all brought me back to my own journey of when my sister had never admit to this, never agree with me, but I felt voiceless. I just kept swallowing when I wanted to say things. And maybe sounds were coming out, but I was hurting inside. I was on those eggshells. I was swallowing my thoughts and my words. And yes, I was on stage, so I could do that, but it's not the same thing. So my journey to self has been in all ways for me through communication. When I was singing, I love being on stage. And when I would be singing, I would just be so happy. But people would not know that I was scared inside. When I would be doing whatever, I could have this mask and knowing I was, if they ever see who I really am, how scared I am or how weak I am, and blah, 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 blah. This whole journey to self is so incredible. And for me, I can look back at the communication journey because I always wanted to be a teacher. So I was a teacher. I was really good at it. But you'd get to the staff room or the staff meetings, you'd be out somewhere, maybe networking at the time, and I don't know what to say. Then all my years in the financial business, I did really well, go to conferences, and my husband would say, "Now, don't you leave me. Like, don't talk about business. What do you think a business conference is for?" So I was always getting allowing myself, not realizing I had to stand up for me. That's really what it amounted to. So the journey to speak my truth. And today, you notice the compassionate straight talk. Don't ask an opinion if you don't want it. And I'll cushion it in compassion the best I can. But that's been where I've gotten to today, this freedom of speaking. And that's what I invite people and challenge them. Wouldn't you like to be able to just speak up, get that promotion, speak up and not have somebody else taking your credit for your work? Speak up, maybe for your children. Speak up for those who don't have a voice because they haven't been freed yet. I call that being the voice for the voiceless. I'm so grateful for the journey, even though it was painful. Even though people looked and thought, "Oh, you've got everything together. You're not hurting." Nobody knew. With all of that, I'm grateful that I managed to keep going and going and going to say, I want my freedom of expression. I want it so badly. I'm going to do whatever work I need to do to get there. And I wouldn't trade one moment of the courses I've taken, the training I've taken, the journey to finding my own voice. And today, yes, for sure, being a voice for the voiceless, helping people find their own voices, awaken their own communities, step up to their own plate. And in so many ways, I remember another client who said, "Oh my goodness, before Toastmasters and before Sandra, do you think I would have stood up in the meeting and asked a question?" And a few months later, I was on stage giving the question, answering the questions. It is amazing, amazing the change that comes when we can claim our own power, our own voice, and be there for others. That's my bit for today. You can learn to speak up. You can speak up for others. You can help others find the courage to speak up and stand up, not only for the voiceless, but for yourself as well. It's so liberating. It's Coach Sandra, compassionate queen of straight talk. Have a wonderful evening. You can do it, and I can help. Comments? I'd love to hear from you.